My name is Hasira Sol Ashemu. I am the author of the newly released book, To Heal a People, which is a book about radical self and communal healing. I decided to write this book because my father, who is a community organizer, always wanted to write a book and never got around to it. So that's why this book is dedicated to him. I also decided to write it because I felt like we are in a crucial time where self-healing and communal healing is starting to get or come to the forefront, as is indicated by Kendrick Lamar's new album and an overall interest that Afro-Indigenous people are having towards how to heal themselves physically, emotionally, and spiritually. I want this book to serve as a self-help guide for people who always believed or thought that self-help wasn't for them. I want to make self-help and the success sciences accessible to a population of people that can benefit the most from them, not from people who have already benefited from it. Success science, which is also known as positive psychology, are those techniques, beliefs, and foundational structures to thought, speech, etc., that help propel people along the way to self-development, to their highest potential. Historically, self-help, human potential genre as it exists in the United States does not address race or class. Any subject or any science or any tool that does not address some of the most fundamental impacts on a person's life does a huge disservice to human development, human potential. It's my intention with this book that people would understand and know that self-help and human potential is for them. Throughout the process of writing this book, it is easily one of the most challenging and difficult things that I've ever embarked upon. What I've learned about myself is that I am multi-layered, multifaceted, that I have the capacity to express rage and love in equal measure, that everything that I've experienced is part of the human condition, and therefore it's acceptable, it's okay, and it has to be embraced. One of the fundamental principles of the book is I create my life. And the I create my life paradigm is predicated on this thought that life doesn't happen to me, it happens through me. And what I realized is the more that I poured into myself, the more that I focused on those things within me that I needed to develop or to change or to love on or to nurture, the more impact that I had on my work, on my family, on my loved ones, on my children, et cetera, et cetera. So I think the largest impact is inside, what we call an inside-out strategy, focusing within and then taking that change within and letting it have an impact on the world. The title really comes from an amalgamation of my life experience. I'm a 70s baby, grown in the 80s. During the mid to late 80s, there was a huge Afrocentric movement. A lot of it was centered around self-healing and healing as a people. Along with some of my favorite writers, Ayikwe Arma and 2000 Seasons was hugely impactful. Also, a lot of Toni Morrison's writings have been very impactful, and James Baldwin. And the common theme throughout a lot of their books, when you peel them back, is how do we heal from the experiences that we've had? How do we make ourselves whole from the experiences that we've had? How do we make ourselves whole from the traumas that we've had, both as an individual and as a collective? So To Heal the People is really an affirmation as well as a description of what we hope to accomplish with this book. When I think of what a healed people look like, I think of people who are able to truly be themselves, people who are actively engaged in addressing their trauma, but also not hyper-focused on their trauma, but also the beautiful parts of their being, where there's self-acceptance, self-love, that is able to radiate to those that are closest to them in their community, their loved ones, their work. A healed people looks like a joyful people, an empowered people, an authentic people, a proud people. And proud not because they don't believe or know that they have shortcomings, but proud because they accept their shortcomings as challenges to become better every day. One of the things I'm really excited about with this book is that it comes with a workbook. And that's because we wanted people to fully engage in the process of self-development, of exploring their own human potential. And so the team and I really came up with an awesome way for you to follow along, to take what you're reading and to turn it into real life experiences and exercises that will allow you to develop as you're reading or what you've read in the book.